Only when the last tree has been cut down, the last fish been caught, and the last stream poisoned will we realize we cannot eat money. There are two wolves fighting inside all of us. The first one is evil, the second one is good. Which wolf will win? The one you feed. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past. Wisdom is of the future. The weakness of the enemy makes our strength. Do not judge your neighbor until you walk to moons in his moccasins. They are not dead who live in the hearts they leave behind. There is nothing as eloquent as a rattlesnake's tail. It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. A brave man dies but once, a coward many times. Make my enemy brave and strong, so that if defeated, I will not be ashamed. The bird who has eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. Cherish youth, but trust old age. Wisdom comes only when you stop looking for it and start living the life the Creator intended for you. Not every sweet root gives birth to sweet grass. Take only what you need and leave the land as you found it. It is no longer good enough to cry peace. We must act peace. Live peace and live in peace. When a man moves away from nature, his heart becomes hard. Beware of the man who does not talk and the dog that does not bark. Our pleasures are shallow. Our sorrows are deep. It does not require many words to speak the truth. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. If a man is as wise as a serpent, he can afford to be as harmless as a dove. Poverty is a noose that strangles humility and breeds disrespect for God and man. Remember that your children are not your own, but are lent to you by the Creator. Walk lightly in the spring. Mother Earth is pregnant. Ask questions from your heart, and you will be answered from the heart. There is no death, only a change of worlds. What is life? It is a flash of firefly in the night. It is a breath of a buffalo in the winter time. It is as the little shadow that runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset. Treat the earth well. It was not given to you by your parents. It was loaned to you by your children. Listen to the wind, it talks. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Man's law changes with his understanding of man. Only the laws of the Spirit remain always the same. Don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. The soul would have no rainbow if the eyes had no tears. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. The greatest strength is gentleness. It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. Take only what you need and leave the land as you found it. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. All plants are our brothers and sisters. They talk to us, and if we listen, we can hear them. It is no longer good enough to cry peace. We must act peace, live peace, and live in peace. Tell me, and I'll forget. Show me, and I may not remember. Involve me, and I'll understand. The one who tells the stories rules the world. Regard heaven as your father, earth as your mother, and all things as your brothers and sisters. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Don't judge any man until you have walked to moons in his moccasins. Those who have one foot in the canoe and 1 foot in the boat are going to fall into the river. Don't be in a hurry to condemn and criticize, because he doesn't do what you do or think as you think or as fast. There was a time when you didn't know what you know today. He who would do great things should not attempt them all alone. The heart knows today what the head will understand tomorrow. The frog does not drink up the pond in which he lives. You can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. It is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are and to make new things like them. When we show our respect for other living things, they respond with respect for us. Silence is the absolute pause or balance of body, mind, and spirit. Give thanks for unknown blessings already on their way. The old people came literally to love the soul, and they sat or reclined on the ground with a feeling of being close to a mothering power. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in the winter time. It is the little shadow which runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset. All things are connected. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the sons of the earth. Walk lightly in the spring. Mother Earth is pregnant. The first peace, which is the most important, is that which comes within the souls of people when they realize their relationship, their oneness with the universe and all its powers, and when they realize at the center of the universe dwells the Great Spirit, and that its center is really everywhere.